So one of the coolest things about Pride and Joy, and a question everybody asks in trying to learn how to play the song, is how Stevie does that great shuffle rhythm guitar part that runs through the tune. And the cool thing about it is it's a combination of playing single notes on the low strings, primarily on the E string and the A string, combined with these open string accents that come as upstrokes. The other thing is Stevie would strum across all the strings while playing the part. So he would mute some strings while playing on the low strings. He'd mute the higher strings and then just pick the higher strings. So you get this sound of heating all the strings, and this very aggressive rhythmic sound with the pick hand while you hear the definition of the notes. And it takes some practice to get that together. So first I'll play it with the backing track, and then I'll show you how to do it. So after that, and this open low E is the downbeat. So you can see on the upstrokes, you have the sound of the open strings, and on the downstrokes, you have these bass notes. The one little tricky part is that after the initial, right here, Stevie plays another note. So if you just looked at the low string, like that, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret. But in between that bass riff come the upstrokes on the open strings. So right here, you can do it as a hammer-on. It doesn't sound great when you do it slow, but or you can try to hit it as well on that upstroke. So you can see I come all the way across. So I'm raking across all the strings. So those upstrokes, you know, it sounds like open strings or slightly muted strings. One or the other, it's fine. The point of it is that you have to strum aggressively to get the proper drive in the song. When we get to the A chord, you play the same type of figure. We just moved it over to the A and the D string. Open A string, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, with the open string accents on the upstrokes in between. Right here. This is a cool way to get back to the E chord. On the upstroke, it's the top 3 strings open. Downstroke, you bar across the top 3 at the 2nd fret. And then go into a full E chord. So upstroke on the low string, downstroke across the whole chords. So one more time, that A. Back to the E riff. And then right here, on the 5 chord, when the bass goes, that whole last 4 bars of the 12-bar blues progression, Stevie plays a little solo. So 3 times we're going to slide up from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret on the G string to the 3rd fret on the B. Then you pull back. Pick the open A, hammer down, 2nd fret of the A, and then pick the note again. That's a pull off. And then over the A chord. You're going to go up chromatically, open 1st fret, 2nd fret, back to the open D, straight down the E blues scale. But when you get to that open A, you're going to go back to 1st fret, pull off, and then 3rd fret on the 6th string. Wrap up with 2 E's, the high E to the low E. And then the very end of this intro, slide up again 2nd to 4th fret on the G string, bring in the 3rd fret of the B, and then all as upstrokes. Another expressive slide back from 4th to 2nd on the G. And that's your little walk-up riff, the little 5 chord at the end of the progression, the turnaround. And then Stevie starts right away just picking those upstrokes on the open strings that he's going to use for the verse section.